Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2016. Love focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Early in the month, we've got some interesting phenomenon taking place, as well as late in the month. I spoke about it at length in the general focused horoscope, but when I look at this from a love perspective, especially early in the month, we've got a part of the sky lit up that has to do with the financial agreements and sharing of resources, among other things. And where do we and how do we share resources? Well, normally we do that with partners, right? Our partner's money is being highlighted under this energy. And those of you in an established bond are going to feel this energy much more in terms of love and in terms of partnerships than others might. But as I look at this, it becomes really important to separate love and money, especially early in the month. If you are in an established bond, it is possible early in the month that your partner goes through some financial fluctuations. It is also possible, in all honesty, that whether it's pride or otherwise, that they might not be wanting to reveal that fully or be completely forthright or completely honest about that. And it may not be anything necessarily really deceptive. It may just be pride. It may just be that they have the belief that they can turn things around and they're not ready to share fully what is going on. And it may just be that they are sharing, but that they feel a sense of insecurity with their financial picture. Now, the great thing is that this is temporary, okay? It is an energy that will pass, and towards the later part of the month, you certainly are feeling empowered, you're feeling clearer, you're feeling ready to move forward. And as I look at this, I do think that there's something about a theme that has to do with knowing your worth and having a sense of self-esteem in this process. So someone who, has a sense of their own worth, sees somebody they love going through their own challenges, it's not necessarily about rescuing that person. It is about, yes, loving them, being present for them, and letting them walk their journey to the best of their ability. And by rescuing, I mean not necessarily sweeping in and taking care of everything, but rather understanding that you can be for them and with them in a myriad of ways. You can, if you need to, if you're balancing paychecks with them and there needs to be some renegotiating there, that is possible as well. But it's just about finding that healthy balance and making sure you are feeling good about it. And making sure also that you're talking it through with them and you feel all right with their choices as they are going along and whatever factors may have brought them into this moment. So just be mindful of that. There may be some fluctuations in your partner's income, and ultimately it's a variety of factors that determine what it is that has brought you here to this moment with them and what it is ultimately that you're going to choose to do about it. Now, regardless of what you do, just know it'll be great for you late in the month. Your finances are going to have a huge uptick late in the month. For others of you, if you are just open to somebody, getting to know somebody, be very mindful with being hit up for money. I'm sorry to say that, but it's possible with this energy, with the energy there of things not necessarily being very clear. You could make a connection with someone and think you've made a heartfelt connection, and very soon that person is asking you for resources, asking you to share. And if you meet somebody online, it is imperative right now. The chance of people of internet not honesty, if I may say, internet scams are going to be more of a focus. And I think it's going to be something that we're going to see a little bit rise in that activity for all of us as a collective in the early part of the month. So you want to be sure you're not one of that. And make sure the person lives near you. Make sure you're meeting them as soon as possible. And make sure you're being honest with yourself about what your instinct and your intuition is picking up. Make sure they're not asking you for anything way before they should be and way before you're comfortable with it. These are the kind of things that you want to be mindful of and you want to watch, because ultimately, and especially in the beginning, especially if you're just getting to know somebody, we all have, it happens, right? different people, different paths. Money is a learning opportunity for everybody out there. But really, if you've just met somebody and it's your second time meeting them or third time meeting them, they shouldn't be asking you for $5,000 and promising to return 15. It just shouldn't happen that way. And so these are the types of scenarios that you want to watch. If it seems too fantastical, if it seems like really big, whether it's a big ask on their part or it's a lot for you to give, or just it seems like the scenario seems kind of improbable, or it seems like they've run into some really bad luck really soon after meeting you, these are all little indications that you want to be mindful of as you're navigating going forward. But you are a Scorpio, and there's, if anything a Scorpio has, is an ability to figure out the truth and figure out what's really going on, to figure out the truth about people. And it's just ultimately about your being honest with yourself about what it is that you're feeling. That's where you really grow. That's where you really shine. And that's when you bring forward a part of you that you really like and that you feel that you can really respect and celebrate. As we move towards the later part of the month, I just think it's so good as we move later in the month. And for you in particular, in the context of love, we are going to have Venus move into mid-month, move into fellow water sign Cancer. And this is going to be great for you to bring forward a more lofty vision of what love can be, to bring forward a sense that the whole world is available to you in terms of possibilities in love. And this is also just a really nice vibe for feeling like you're able to easily connect with people that maybe otherwise might not have been so easy to connect with. People you can connect with from other cultures, of other religions, of other ethnicities, of other languages. It seems like the connection is able to flow that much more easier. And if you're in an established bond, I do think, especially as we move a little bit later into the month, it's almost like you want to take on an adventure with this person that you love. And of course, we have this supremely harmonious conversation happening between Jupiter and Pluto, which says to me, finding the right words at the right time, having the right conversation that allows a feeling of strength and personal change and personal commitment to each other take place. And what I love about this month for you in the context of love is you're really coming to see what matters and what doesn't. It really is about moving beyond anything superficial and realizing how deeply you can care. And if anyone can care with a depth unmatched, it is certainly those of your sign. It certainly is the Scorpions out there.